Welcome to Love and Relationship. My name is Ndon Indon. Today I want to talk about a very sensitive topic which I title Sex and Money. Now, I want to explain that from my understanding, I believe that sex is to a man what money is to a woman. And that is why you see people talk about the oldest profession that exists. They talk about prostitution when they say prostitution is simply a transaction of a man wanting sex and a woman wanting money in return. Now, sex is a very important part of marriage and a godly relationship. So I would want you to understand that you should not allow sex. I'm talking about the single people here. Don't allow the sexual appeal of a woman to be the major motivation in you marrying that woman. And for women, don't allow the financial appeal, of a man. Don't allow the financial appeal of a man to be the major motivation in you marrying that man. Because I see that is where the temptation lies. Most of the times you see a woman sees money as love. This man is spending money on me, he loves me. And the man might see, a woman who is open to having sex with him anytime as a woman who loves him. The truth is, sex is not love and money is not love. So sex and money are important instruments in a married relationship. So if you are married, you need sex, you need money. But you don't need that to be the leading. If you're not married, you don't need that to be the major focus for you getting into marriage. So for those not married, the major thing you need is to ask yourself this question. For a man, ask yourself this question. This woman that I want to marry, is it a woman that can respect me and allow me to lead in this relationship? And the woman should ask herself this question. This man I want to marry, is it a man that can care for me and sacrifice for me? He can care sacrificially for me. Because you see, it's one thing for somebody to have abundance and give you peanuts out of the abundance. And it's another thing for somebody to give you his all, to share his all with you. A man who loves you is open to sharing all that he has with you. But a man who doesn't love you can give you the change of what he has. Yes, he's rich, he has the money. But how much are you going to benefit from that? So sex and money are deceptive instruments if you allow them to be the major motivation for you choosing a partner as a single person. So they should not be the major motivation. Now, for the married couples, sex and money are needed in marriage. So I would like to speak to the women to say, listen, you see, most of the time, the man has a higher sexual drive than the woman. And he will want to have sex more than the woman would want to. So if your man wants sex, even if you don't feel like or you are not in the mood, don't turn him down harshly. Don't make it look like, you don't care about his feelings. Because the way you treat a man's need, it affects his self-esteem. It affects him. The same way, vice versa. So I want everyone to learn how to pay attention to their partner's need. If your partner needs sex and you don't feel like you need it at that time, remember, if you are a Christian, the Bible says your body belongs to your partner, vice versa. So you come to a point where if you don't have a good reason to, not engage in it, you can open up your mind and let your partner lead in that action. And most of the time, you may end up enjoying it at the end of it than to reject the person, turn down the person's appeal, and make the person feel frustrated. So sex is an important part of building a good relationship. Couples can be binded together when they have frequent sex together in marriage. So I would like us to see whatever is important to our partner as being important to us. Now, money is also an important instrument. And sometimes some men get unhappy when the woman is asking for money to care for herself, to take care of herself. Now, she needs it. If you don't have, you can explain what you don't have. But here is the challenge. A lot of men don't want to be transparent with their finances. So when the woman is checking in and needs explanation of how the money is being spent and all that, that's where the crisis begins. So you need to be honest with your woman. If you explain to her and show her the proof, she will see. But now both of you need to work together to build well together. So sex and money are important in marriage, but they should not be the deciding factor of how things should be. As long as both of you want to build a harmonious relationship, you should learn to share what you have. You should learn to build well together, and you should learn to enjoy yourselves together. Now, for the married couples, I've come to discover that people have sex for different reasons. Some people just to make babies, to have children. Some people is just as a formality of the fact that we are married. So their heart is not there, they're not part of it. But the truth is that sex was meant for mutual pleasure. So I will speak to the men to say, listen, if you have a wife who is always trying to run away from being sexually, active with you, find out what the reason is. Because I believe that a lot of women want their romance to start in the morning, not in the night. So you need to be romantic. You need to have that foreplay with your wife. You need to be romantic in your relationship, not just on the bed, in the relationship. There need to be romance in the relationship, where you care for her, where you can talk to her nicely, where you share loving words together. And that is how you get her ready for the sexual pleasure. So it has to be mutual pleasure for it to be enjoyable, for it to be something that people will want to engage in. I will want to really recommend that if you need to talk to a counselor, therapist, if you're going through any issue sexually, please do. Don't sweep it under the carpet, because nobody can endure a sexless marriage for long. There needs to be something that needs to be done about that. And with money, I've known a lot of marriages who are struggling with financial issues. Listen, I simply believe that just like the Bible says, whatever two agree in my name is established. I believe when a couple are working together in unity for a common goal or purpose, God always helps them. So if you have financial challenges, sit together with your partner and try to think prayerfully, figure out what can we do? What business can we do? What can we engage in? How do we manage the little we have to grow in it? So don't turn your partner down when your partner speaks about money. Money is important, but it needs to be built together. You need to grow in wealth and riches together. I really believe that if both of you can work together in unity, God will increase what you have. God will prosper your hands, the work of your hands. He will prosper your businesses, whatever you are doing. So these are important elements of a relationship. For the singles, don't allow sex and money be the driving factor for you choosing a partner. For the married couples, please make sure that you enjoy yourselves sexually and financially. Let finances grow. Have savings. Have a way of building your wealth and growing together. And I believe that you will enjoy your relationship. Thank you very much for joining me today. Until next time, God bless you.
You may visit our website for details of our events and register at www.livingasoneevents.com. You can also get our books on relationships. We also do counseling for couples and singles who want to make the right decisions regarding their relationships. For more info, please contact us on 078 255 4517 or email us at livingasoneevents@gmail.com. God bless you.